He's on the line, he's ready to rock and roll now. Here we see some of the top guns falling. Can he make a name? Can he put it all down on the line? He can. Look at that. The way he jabs that handbrake, gets himself set up for outside zone 2. He's up and onto the wall, left foot braking just to balance the back end of that GT86 into the outside zone. Nice transition now, looks for outside zone 4. Dialed in now as he full throttle down the hill into 5. He goes over the little crest, looks for the transition now, full throttle up the hill to the final outside zone, across the line. Job done for Shanahan.
He enjoys it himself, but I have a feeling this will be another, knowledge gainer for Conor Shanahan, or maybe a go for it, I don't know.
No, I think he's going to go for it. He's going to try and push the car to the limit, because I think the Shanahans are, they're very clever. They're going to want to know what is out there, what grip is out there if it does rain tomorrow in top 32. And he's absolutely pinging the back end of this Toyota GT86 off the walls. Very slow transition, but weather conditions prevailing. This is how they're going to make it round. And Shanahan is wider and faster than anyone at the moment. He's making it work in outside zone 5, down the hill. He's on the handbrake. He's wide now as he swings the car into outside zone 6, right to the edge of the circuit, on the white line. Can he get this one dialed? He can. He's on the foot brake. He's across the line. Shanahan absolutely nailed that.
We go.
Yeah, and here we go indeed, Dave. This one we've been waiting for, and look at this as Rovanperä stares across. Shanahan flicks the car across the circuit. Rovanperä dials it in. He's on the door already, up onto the wall. They go. Shanahan tries to get away, but Rovanperä shallows the angle, looks for the side of that GT86 as they transition through the centre of the circuit, up onto the wall. Goes Shanahan, and Rovanperä on his heels as he makes a big dive down on inside zone 5. Now they get back into it, back to the bank section, up onto that final outside zone, across the line, and Rovanperä is with him this year, and he wants this one, and he knows Rovanperä. Look, he's been playing around this year, in and out of events. Can he make it happen? Look at Rovanperä right to the edge of the circuit, doesn't mess around now. Rovanperä on the wall. Shanahan, though, with him, shallows up the angle, looks for that inside zone, dives across the circuit. Shanahan wheel up on the curve, he's starting to fall behind. Hasn't got that proximity. Whoa, dangerous transition, though, from Shanahan. This is do-or-die moments from Shanahan as Rovanperä looks for that final zone. He's on the wall and up and gone.
Incredible stuff from Kalle Rovanperä and Conor Shanahan.
What they do, they would have definitely made some small adjustments here in the car. Well, here we go, across the track goes. Oh, wow, Shanahan! And Rovanperä mounts the door of Conor Shanahan's GT86, but Shanahan, like a beast, keeps himself in it and absolutely fires through the circuit. Rovanperä keeps himself in the game, but there's definitely damage to Shanahan's car as he goes off track. It looks like there's going to be damage on that rear wheel. They go up to the wall, across the line.
Sketchy one here, I think.
It certainly is. Well, they're off the line. Kalle Rovanperä to lead in. Conor Shanahan for the second half of the run. Nice initiation from Kalle Rovanperä, no messing around, doesn't make any mistakes until the car is working. He runs the spoiler along the back, on the wall, now looks for that inner zone, cuts the nose off there, right across the front of Conor Shanahan, doesn't get deep into outside zone 4, but now gets to 5 and goes very wide, big flick back for 6. Shanahan makes that little dive in, doesn't do too much, does enough to prove he can take down Kalle Rovanperä. Green. This is it, top 16 is underway. Shanahan to lead out, Pavel Grosz, 286s, two sturdy competitors, but Grosz takes a shallow line in outside zone 1. But look at Conor Shanahan deep into outside zone 2, but there's no shaking the Polish driver as he now flicks it through the circuit. Deep into outside zone 4 goes Conor Shanahan as he looks for Grosz. Grosz makes a dive, knows not to take too much out of it this time, but he gets up on the inside. Look at this, onto the door goes Pavel Grosz. He tags the wall across the line. It certainly is all about the driver, and we know that Shanahan's got a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience under his belt. Well, here we go, off the line we go. Pavel Grosz to lead them in. They flick the cars from left to right and through outside zone 1. Little dip up and down. I think Conor maybe on the curb there. Pavel Grosz on a beautiful lead line at the moment, though. Shanahan dips the nose of the 86 onto the door. Good transition back from Shanahan, and Grosz right to the wall. Incredible lead through the centre of the circuit now as Grosz goes even wider again. A little wobble from Shanahan as they fire through outside zone 6. Look for the wall. Up, no problems this time, but look at Shanahan on the door.
All the marbles, Shanahan versus Rintanen. Here we go.
Yeah, look at this. Shanahan fires the car from left to right, but Rintanen dials him in, almost hits him on initiation. Has to back out of it. Shanahan gets into the outside zone, clinical, and lead already from Shanahan as he fires through, and now Rintanen dials in the grip, dials on the angle, looks down the circuit as he goes for it, but he makes a big mistake there on outside zone 5 as Shanahan looks to get for that final outside zone. Up on the wall they go, across the line. We won't need long to find out. The light goes green. Here they go through the start line. You are Rittenham through the gears, flicks the car across the circuit. Shanahan knows he can't let Rittenham get away. He's the fastest man around Sweden, but he is the fastest man around Finland, and it doesn't look that way as Shanahan applies the pressure, gives him the room to transition now. Shanahan pops the wheel over the curve, tries to shortcut outside zone 4, waits for the dive, tags Rittenham as they come through outside zone 5. Shanahan applying the pressure this time, and Rittenham can't get to the outside zone.
Here we go.
Look at this, through the gears, they felt each other out. They know the car setups, they know the grip levels, and they fire in. Shanahan's dialed this car up. He wants more grip, he wants more power. Look at this though, Rittenham closer in the zone, on the wall he goes. Gives Shanahan the room to manoeuvre, they fire through, and Shanahan absolutely bails away. He now drives away from Rittenham as Rittenham shortcuts the circuit to try and gain back lost ground. Rittenham now on the ropes against Shanahan on the wall.
I don't know what Conor Shanahan has done to that car. It's going to be interesting to see if Shanahan has the pace this time around, or will Rintanen come through and win this event like he did the last one. Shanahan dives in the chase position. Rintanen super wide to the wall. Look at that lead line from Juha Rintanen as he goes out to the edge of the circuit. Shanahan staying with him. Early transition. Shanahan almost smashes the back end off Rintanen's car, but they're both in this as they come towards the end. Shanahan struggling a little bit for pace, but as they go up to the wall, here we go. Rintanen to the wall. Shanahan up onto the door. That is top tier. Here we go.
Yeah, they're through the start line, and here we go, through the gears they go, down. Shanahan flicks that car, but look at Eric Gottschalk, he knows he can't let him get away, goes for a little cheeky dive up the inside, but it doesn't really pay off, he has to jump on the foot brake, but now he applies the pressure. The Polish driver looks down, through he goes, and wavers and wanders and looks for the side of Shanahan's GT86 as he makes another dive on outside zone 5. Looks for him once again on the foot brake as Shanahan balances that car in that final outside zone, but Gottschalk is right there.
Whoa, and he smashes him over the finish line. This conclusion to one of the best battles we've seen today. Gottschalk in the lead, Shannon in the final. It's all up to this.
Yeah, this is for a spot in the final away. Oh, wow, what an initiation from Eric Gottschalk. And he's up on the wall. Oh, but he makes a mistake and he debeads a tyre.
He went in the wall. He went in the wall. He hit the wall hard. Suspension damage for Eric Gottschalk. He went in so fast he couldn't stop it. And look at the back end of that car. Versus brother for top step on the podium.
Through the gears they go. Shanahan versus Shanahan. Wow, and no messing around. Jack almost makes contact with Conor on the initiation. They're both up and into the wall, and Jack is all over the side of his brother's GT86, on the curb, on the door, on the wall. Does it make sense? They're not going to let it make sense as they fire through. Separation as Jack gives Conor the room to manoeuvre now. As Jack once again looks for a side of his brother's car and he batters him across the line.
Who's going to take the win? Last run, Jack Shannon in the lead, Conor Shannon in the chase. Mono on mono, brother on brother, GT86 versus GT86.
Wow, look at Conor. He's not giving him an inch. He's not letting him move. He's going to barely let him breathe as he transitions through that inner zone. Down they come, and now Jack squeezes the accelerator, tries to separate him, but he can't. And Conor almost takes him out on the transition. He looks for the transition back, and Conor's closer than he was before. And now look at this as Conor repays the favour.
That's unbelievable driving. Unbelievable driving.